Hey everybody, Kevin Wuchter here, armoredathletics.com. So today we're going to be looking at some modifications that can be done if you're not sure or if you don't have the strength to do an actual exercise. It's just going to be the push-up, the pull-up, the squat, and the sit-up. So stay tuned here. We're going to get started real shortly. So here's your basic push-up. Right, making sure the back is straight, the elbows are tucked in, the hands are underneath the shoulders, but sometimes people can't do a regular push-up. So here's some modifications. You can do it up against the wall. Right, this is the easiest way to do it. Again, everything still applies to the floor. Keep those shoulders right over your hands, back straight. A little bit of a harder way to do it if you have a bar or a table or something, or an ottoman at home. I have the bar here for my bench. You can do this. This is an incline push-up. A little bit easier. Then we have the pull-up. Pull-up is one of the hardest exercises to do. But if you can't do a full-blown pull-up like so, I can only do a few. And what you can do is get underneath a bar. I had to readjust myself there. It's a little more comfortable. Right, and then you just work those back muscles, those biceps, those traps. Here's another way to do it. If you have TRX bands, that's a great pull-up exercise here to train your body to be able to pull your body weight up. Next we have the basic squat, the air squat. Nice and slow and controlled movements I'm showing here. Keeping your knees over your toes, sitting your butt back into it, making sure your back is straight, looking forward, looking good. If you can't do that though, place a chair underneath you and you can do squats with the chair. The chair will catch you and the chair will make sure that you go down far enough to the point where your legs are almost 90 degrees down parallel to the floor. Another way to do it again is you have these TRX bands, or you can even use a rubber band or something that's going to hold you up, right? Support your weight. And this, with the TRX bands, notice I go down a little bit more, which is great for your range of motion. Another way to do it here is if you have a Swiss ball or if you're at a gym or something. This is a great way to do it here. This way it helps keep your balance, helps keep your back straight. I put my arms out here as a little bit of a counterbalance as well. Looking good. And last but not least, we have the traditional sit-up. Now, what you want to do is try to keep your fingertips on your shoulders and try to prevent your heels from coming off the mat. Once I mention that, and then you go and try and do a sit-up, you're like, oh my goodness, my heels are coming off the mat. So what you could do is, if you have a chair or something at home, you want to make sure that the chair is heavy enough that it's weighted. So I just put a kettlebell on top. You could put a stack of books or maybe your cat or something, or your child, have somebody sit on it. You can hook your feet right underneath, hook those ankles or your toes, whatever is comfortable for you, and then you can do your sit-up that way. And that's a much easier way here, trying to keep your heels on the ground, so that way most of the exercise is now aimed towards your abdominal muscles. And the last way to do it here is my least favorite, but it is an option, is the arm swing, right? You're using more momentum here, but I was still working my abs. I could still feel it. So those are just a couple different variations for you.